The Benjamin Dixon Show is only possible with listener support. Go to www.thebenjamindixonshow.com to register for our blog and join the Progressive Army.
It could not be Black Friday and we not show up to celebrate with the people. Rebecca Azor is joining me on Fridays as usual. She's become a regular occurrence. Matter of fact, I think it's the only time the reason the people are here. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you? I see you got your little drink in your hand. You know,
It's a little apple juice, a little apple cider, to keep the festivities going while we talk to the people. What's good? How was your what do we call it? Because it's not Thanksgiving. It's stay home and eat day.
it's your family day. Another day that
Another day that the Lord has made.
another day that the Lord has made. They ain't want me to. They ain't want me to take it off, but I did. Uh, and
The devil try to stop you.
look, you know who they is. They ain't want me to take it out, but I did. And this holiday season was a bit tough, because or this day was a bit tough because you're usually with your family, and I didn't have that as an option. So my best friend did, who was COVID tested, did come because I know you were very worried about that, but she did come and be with me because honestly, I don't know, it was a very emotional thing for me to just be by myself. So yeah.
That's I feel you. Man. Like, can you turn? I mean, it is really a powerful thing that you just said. But could you turn your volume down in the background a little bit here?
Oh
Your
no.
speakers, I can hear are echoing the speakers.
Is it still echoing now?
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3,
Perfect.
4.
Perfect. It's perfect now. Whatever you did.
No, because I did turn you up in my on my computer.
Now back to what you said though. I think it's really a what did you say?
Yep, here we go again. Oh no,
I mean, I can find it, or I could just ask you.
no,
What you say?
I literally just was saying that it was kind of like um, for a lot of people they didn't have any family, and I know some people lost their family members. I had to really go into
Mm,
that space because I'm like,
mm,
okay, I'm by myself.
mm.
Unfortunately, I didn't have anybody with me. I was home by myself. So my friend, took it upon herself. My best friend just came, to visit me. And I was telling you that she was COVID tested. So I know you
Mm-hmm.
were worried. So, but she came and, came to be with me. And I was very just happy about that because I was emotional about that. But I had to remember, you couldn't go see them and that's okay. There are people who can't go see their parents for other reasons because they're gone. Uh,
Mm.
Especially in this season, possibly due to COVID-19. So I had to kind of like go into my gratefulness bag and be
Yeah,
like, you know what, Lord,
yeah.
not trying to celebrate, the colonizers' little holiday or whatnot, but I do want to be grateful today, tomorrow, and the next day because sometimes and I have the right to feel that way. I have the right to my emotions, but sometimes I don't want to just sit in that. So I have to go into my gratefulness bag and be like, Rebecca, at least you have parents that can call you on that day or call you tomorrow and the next day and say, hey, miss you, love you. We know why we can't see you. But so I had to go into that. But loneliness is a tough feeling for me to get through.
Mm, mm. I feel you for no, I really do feel you, and I feel it from a perspective of I think that's why I kind of transformed. So I've been having some heart to hearts and a little bit of unraveling and just kind of facing some realities about myself.
Yeah.
And who could do that better for you than your own spouse? Nobody on the planet could tell you about yourself better than your spouse.
Facts.
That said, COVID-19, I think, really kind of shook me and really kind of showed me exactly how fragile life is and how if you're reckless right now, it could snatch everything that you got away, right? So it kind of makes people just reprioritize. You know what I mean? You're prioritizing who you have around you. I'm prioritizing where and what I do. But yeah, no, I just feel like COVID has been like both a horrible time for us to face a lot of ignorance in this country, but it's also been a time where you see folks who are doing everything they possibly can. So
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are we gonna do but live? Because it just really is that. It's kind of like, outside of all the other things, we just gotta live. But anyways, we're starting a little somber. And
Right?
Friday, we like, let's shake it up a little bit. I see you got your little drink or whatnot. Uh,
Yeah.
Let me see if I can just
We
talk
definitely we started like,
a little
oh,
somber.
in the future, the skies will be gray and the universe will be no more. But we're still encouraged. Go to vote.org to register. Yeah, that's kind of how we started. That said, what else are you watching over the weekend? I didn't do anything special. I didn't do any real cooking. It rained, so I was going to do some ribs on the grill.
Yeah.
But since it rained so hard, we had some turkey that we ordered.
Yeah.
And my wife did her mac and cheese, which was fire. I did my stuffing. We really never call it stuffing. I have no idea why the hell that word came out. We call it dressing around my parts. So I did my dressing, but I put some crab meat in it. So I did I got a little fancy on them. I was like, hey, I had a video that hit like 100,000 views this month, so
Yeah.
I can afford that 10.99 crab meat this time. So
Hello?
I got that. It was real crab meat
My
too. I got that.
imitation, because I heard y'all talking about imitation the other day, and I know what that's like to be that little white with that strange orange layer on top that gives you that you thought growing up
It was
that
real
that
crab
was
meat.
real crab. But and then you went and really got some crab and was like, hey, the texture is not as rubbery. The color is not as like that bright,
Bold. It's not as
weird,
like,
yeah, that weird orange. This looks a little bit natural. It's coming from
yeah,
the shell.
yeah.
We don't even get shell pieces in that mysterious meat. So
Somebody said no, crab doesn't go in dressing, Ben. You'd be surprised what you could do in dressing. I'm gonna tell you.
you did.
I don't play around with my dressing. I
Yeah.
got my recipe from the source, Rosemary Dixon, my mother. She got it from her source, which was her mother, and got it from her source, which was her
A
mother.
generational
It's a
recipe.
generational recipe.
But
So I
your
pushed the
boys,
envelope a
they
little
don't
bit.
like to give their recipes. Your boys, clickbait. But here's the thing that's
I
funny.
said, look at Rebecca in the comment section all of a sudden. I've been doing this for years, everybody, and Rebecca don't come into the comment section until it's clickbaity time.
Right? Because I want to support because I'm at the crib. And I need the people to understand that Rebecca is here. She's family. So when our show comes on, I need you guys to watch. And I know that, Ben hasn't been on or whatever. But, I need the same audience. I need the same,
Yo, come on, bring it on over.
I need y'all to come over here.
Slide on over, slide.
But yeah, I see that they're not really interested in giving any recipes, but you are. But it's funny because Marcus said that he wasn't giving up no recipes, but was laying out a good old recipe the other day. I was like,
Yeah, I was listening to him. I'm
but
like, bro,
Monday was
you're
like, he
giving
ain't
us.
giving up nothing.
It's funny how you do the exact thing you don't realize you're doing. You think you're not doing something, and then you're doing. That was funny to me. Charles Peterson said, Ben, what am I drinking on? I am literally drinking on apple cider. It is the darkest, richest apple cider that I've seen this side of Jack.
Can I go pour me up a drink real quick?
Yeah. Here, you want me to take you off the
Please
take you
do.
off camera?
Because
For a second?
I have just a nice top to head to chest.
All right, you're off camera. You're good to go.
All right.
All right. So anyway, everybody, while we don't take long, because when I'm in co-host mode, I don't know how to host a show when I'm in co-host mode. I'm always scrambling, looking for something to talk about. I have producers who have been doing a great job, and they have a wonderful drive full of content. I don't know if everyone's been watching, but we have a new contributor to the team, Brian Lewis, and he's had a video this afternoon go viral on YouTube. So I want to pause and give my man a shout out for joining the team and coming out swinging. Rebecca is going to be here any day now. Oh, you back. Hang on. Let me put the camera back. You're back. Rebecca be here any day now with her contribution. And then than a couple other folks we got in the pipeline. What's taking you so long, Rebecca?
I'm here. What do you mean? What's taking me so long?
What's
Let me
taking you so long with the daggone, like, come on and do some of these breaking news videos?
Oh, don't worry. I'm coming. Like, I know that you guys are waiting for me, but I don't have that luxurious time. So when I do have time to breathe, right? Because no, I don't. I work. I work. I literally work all day. I work from the morning to the nighttime, the late night, early morning to the late night. So
Oh,
when I have
God. Somebody who
little
has
time,
actual responsibilities, huh?
yes. And so when I do have my little time, I use that to breathe. But I am reading and watching news, reading and watching news.
Yeah.
But when I saw, old boy's video, I was like, oh yeah, teammate, what's good? What's good?
I love a little friendly competition.
No, but I was proud of him. But like I
Well,
told you,
he's almost at 100,000 views on
and
YouTube
that is
already.
so good. I hope that he does many more. I hear his voice. I heard the
He's
first
got a,
video.
he
I heard
got a great voice, right?
he has a really, really good voice.
Wait till I get wait till I get him a good microphone.
So everybody in the comment section, is it on your page? They said definitely should go. Everybody who's watching now should definitely go and watch that.
Yeah. No, they can go. It's on any of the Facebook page or the YouTube page. It's Brian Lewis, and he is just got a voice and a half. I mean, he's dope. I mean, he's dope with the analysis, right? He's really smart with the analysis. I've been watching his work for years, and I just didn't think he would beat Rebecca out the gate.
Well, are you ready? You guys, let me move myself. I'm like, need to adjust myself so I can be centered. But are you guys ready for the proper hoodery? Like, I don't. Like,
Okay, listen, I'm gonna pitch a show to you. No, finish your thought, real quick.
like, are you guys ready for the proper hoodery? That's what I need. I know I don't. And the content that I want to speak of, we both discussed that people may not be so interested in that. But that's what I want to speak on. And for those who want to know what I'm talking about, is Black issues. Sometimes it's just not, it don't hit. But that's what I want to talk about. Or like, other things,
Well,
like
you can't get paid for that. You can't get paid for.
So then
That's the secret. That's the secret of Facebook and YouTube. You cannot get paid for, which I think is cool. I don't want to get paid for Black pain.
That's what I was saying, but I don't only want to do Black pain. If I talk about Black issues, I also want to talk about Black growth, Black, like just anything else that's positive. I said that in the beginning when you brought me on. Those may not hit as well. They may get a lot of views just because for the culture, right?
Yes.
But we're talking about making some coins real quick.
Well, so I feel like it's kind of like it's the necessary evil, right? The necessary evil is how can we? You got to work capitalism against capitalism. Like, how can we honestly be free to do the work that we want to do, to cover the stories? How can we possibly be free to cover the stories that don't make the money? In a capitalistic journalistic era, like, capitalism is first on purpose, then journalism, capitalism first. So how can we be free to tell the stories that need to be told?
I
think
think
tied down
the formula for that would be literally like how we were discussing. It's basically to do the stories that the people want to see or hear, but the same person that they're hearing in these videos that they're attracted to their voice, or the person on the screen, they like to get their news, or they like to listen to this person. If you drop something else, they're going to also follow that. So continuously speak about what you're proud of, or your passion is, where your drive is. And that shit might not sell, but and do what works, but don't leave that thing either.
K Love said, y'all be saying the N word. You got to cut it back if you want to get the coins. And I'm like, But here's the trade-off, though, right? I think the trade-off is cool. Like, we do the live stream. We don't get any coin off the live stream except for super chats, right? Super chats is all because we do so much cussing and N-word dropping in these shows, and we can't monetize them. So. But anyway, you were saying, and thank you. Well, I'm sorry, Bobby Vincent. Thank you for letting me know the volumes were that off. My volume was super low. I didn't realize it. But
I look, me neither. But yeah, we'll talk in a minute. But I want to read what somebody just wrote. They were saying, can they get a touch on? Because we were talking about food earlier, and I feel like before we get into the other stuff, they were saying, can we get a touch on not experimenting with food during the holidays? So I saw a couple of things. And I believe that it was it Kamala? It was
Kamala.
I got to get it right because respect is respect. But Kamala, okay? Kamala? And
yes, Kamala.
She made, Was it her? I want to make sure it was her, but it was somebody that made some food.
Oh no, it was her with that raggedy mac and cheese.
And
Was that
did
it?
she throw the apples in there? It was something
Oh
where
no,
somebody.
no, no,
We
that
got to
wasn't
get it
her.
right because we can't just
Yeah,
because mac and cheese is serious. We can't because we remember when
yeah.
the mayor did her mac and cheese and put it up.
Oh, that was
Everybody wrote to
atrocious.
her.
Oh, that's when I knew she wasn't gonna get reelected.
Jeremiah.
You see what little haircut I put on him? It's a mess. I don't know. I don't want to see. Nobody has to see it but you. You see it? You see it, Rebecca?
That's why you did sign like that.
Hey man, go get out of here, man. The haircut's a mess, bruh. It's a mess. I can't. I mean, don't nobody see it but me and me and my wife. So
Somebody
nah.
threw apples in their food, and I need somebody in the comment section to tell us who it is because I was just reading about this a few days ago, and I said, "Oh my God!" But here's the thing about experimenting with food, right? Like, it's good to experiment with food. That's how we come up. Like you put the crab meat in the dressing,
Yeah.
right? And one thing about Haitians for Turkey Day, what we do is we don't really be out here with no full turkeys. We
Right.
cut that baby up, okay? And, Native American Heritage Day. That's how we're gonna talk about it, right? But on this day, we cut that turkey up, baby. We cut that turkey up and we put it in sauce, okay? And we make sure we let that baby marinate. You know what I'm saying? Just let it sit, and then we have our beet salad. I know you guys have your egg salad. We add beet to that salad.
That's horrible. Why would
And
anybody do something
you
like
saying
that?
it's horrible, but have you tried it, Ben? That is a cultural thing. And when you put that beet salad to your mouth. Yesterday, I didn't have any Haitian food, and somebody saw it fit to bless me, and they reached out to me and said, "Hey,
Asia.
I want to bless you and your friend. Go ahead and grab a plate of Haitian food, so that you can feel like you at least have a part of home." They're cooking turkey and at a restaurant. They're cooking turkey and the beet salad. So what they did was put the black rice.
Yeah.
It's our mushroom rice.
You really
right?
feeling that? You having
Yes, honey. And they put
flashbacks.
the beet salad in between with the turkey. The turkey, my God, it's a good time. But anyways, that food is a big deal. So when you mess it up and you add things like this year, a lot of the Generation Zers are making TikToks and adding unnecessary things.
Right,
to the
being
beet
extra.
salad.
Yeah.
Unnecessary things to the turkey. Unnecessary things to the rice. Okay? Dijon. You don't add, it's already made beautifully. You don't add nothing crazy to that rice.
Well, so what you do though, you do subtle things. You could do subtle things like
add crab,
smoke,
add
add
shrimp.
crab, right?
Yeah.
Like I put in me and my wife, since we've been, I don't know, maybe 8 of the 10 years we've been married, we use smoked Gouda in our as the cheese, as the primary cheese in our mac and cheese. And so it's like a smoked mac and cheese, which is like it's the bomb mac and cheese if there ever was one. But you don't go off the rails and put, I don't know, what the hell would somebody put some seashells in some damn in mac and cheese?
Roach legs.
No, they call them crustacean specials or something like that,
They're like this hors d'oeuvre. Like, girl, is that a girl? Karen, not today, girl. It's a whole pandemic out here. And you out here on TikTok talking about some spider legs and the food for pizzazz? Like, it's stuff like that, though. It's like
Unintended Chaos on Twitch said, "I really don't like cranberry. Am I the only alone in this? Like, I love the cheap jelly out of the can cranberry ocean spray cranberry sauce. I don't like all this super fresh, so fresh it has berries and bits and grimy stuff in it. Cranberry sauce. I hate that stuff.
So, but why? Okay, guys, I have a story time about cranberry.
Okay.
2 years ago, no, this was last year actually. I had went to my my aunt's, my cousin, but my aunt lives with my cousin, and he's married to a white woman. The house was separated. It was a Thanksgiving separated. My aunt doesn't speak any English at all, and the kids are Haitian born. But the wife is white, and she ends up like having a smaller, the mom who's Haitian was in the kitchen. She lives in the basement area what they created a little apartment for her. Not a, it's a really nice apartment space for her. But she went upstairs to cook more food because Haitians will cook food. And the mother, she had put her turkey and then her ham and then her cranberry sauce. So my aunt went over there and she was cooking, the mushroom rice, the jonjon, the turkey, getting the turkey together, pickles on the side, sauce chicken, everything. And she takes the cranberry sauce and she's like, is this some kind of jam for that I ate this morning that I left out? What is this?
Oh, it's hilarious.
And then they all stared at her and they said, and I was going to say my cousin-in-law's name, but I'm not. And they were like, can you tell her what that is?
She's like, that baby, that is not.
So that is a tradition in this family, and we are not going to put that cranberry sauce away. How could she say that? How could she say that? And then she started looking at my cousin like, how could you let your mom say that? And she just had got her hand on her hip, other hand stirring. She's like, what is she saying, and why is she going getting mad about this jam that needs to be in the refrigerator because it's been out all day? And but they were going off about it. But by that time, the lady was so mad about the cranberry sauce, they ended up eating to themselves, and we ended up eating Haitian food. They didn't want to touch the Haitian food.
Was it that your aunt didn't know what cranberry sauce was at all, or did she not recognize that canned stuff that we eat here?
She was she said it was unacceptable to serve that on top of the ham and stuff. She said that is unacceptable. This is breakfast. This would be like a jam, or this is what it looks like. You're serving this on top of no, we're not doing that. But it caused a real big divide, y'all. The food. This is not like this. This is a true story. It caused such a huge divide that I was downstairs eating with my Haitian family and my cousin, and the white side was upstairs eating and kept calling out for the kids because they have kids and kept calling out for the kids. They didn't want the kids to eat the Haitian food. They kept calling out for the kids to come back upstairs to eat they full little things for Thanksgiving. We tried to eat with them, but they were very standoffish. They didn't want to touch the food or anything, and it was just
you on here telling all your people business.
No, I need y'all to understand that food can separate, and it could show racism as well.
Wait. Oh, what? That's some bougie. That's a flip. That's a plot twist. I like that plot twist.
Yeah.
I got it the first time you said it, but I didn't realize, I didn't put it in the context of white and black. I thought your aunt was with like some black cousins, right? Because you're black. Yeah. So I figured, well, they ain't know no better because they ain't know that was the fake stuff. I figured that they thought that this was the good stuff, the ocean spray stuff that I like. Yeah. So I thought they were just more hood. That's all. But you're saying no, it wasn't ignorance because they were more hood. It was ignorance because they colonizers and they thought they had the real deal.
Oh, they didn't touch. We at least tried to eat with them and said, okay, we're sorry about the cranberry mistake. We'll have a little bit of the ham and leave it on the plate just to let y'all know we just put it on the plate respectfully. But they said they wanted no parts. They didn't want to touch the Haitian food because we disrespected the cranberry. It was the entitlement for me. Yes, my aunt may have got it wrong. She don't speak no English. It
sounds like she understands that the kind of stuff that I like is actually the crappy stuff. It is the jelly stuff that you smear on top of your toast, right? But the real cranberries, which I'm sure, I would imagine she's had from the island, right? She's from Haiti?
Yeah, she's literally from Haiti. She still doesn't speak any English.
She probably knows what fresh ass cranberries is. So it was
cranberry gate.
It was colonizer. It was colonizers thinking that their stuff was inherently better.
Yeah, it definitely was. It showed me a lot because I tried to go speak, to her and give for the kids, my baby cousins and stuff, and they separated. You could hear them even having a discussion about that. It was just a mess. It really was just a mess. And but it was all over food. And it really was just a moment for her to wait for us to do or say something that wasn't aligning with what she wanted her Thanksgiving for her daughter to look like.
Right. Well, Their loss.
It is, but yeah, that's just the wild story. I hope y'all
Yeah.
can eat.
You got a story for everything. I guess we all probably do have stories for
Yeah.
every damn thing.
Yeah, you
Every
tell me that
damn
all the
thing.
time too.
I do? What'd I tell you?
I have a story for everything.
Oh, well, you do. Apparently, it's true. So I don't know if it's the self-fulfilling prophecy or what. But are you watching the news? Because I'm not. I mean, I saw
Yeah,
Donald Trump
honestly,
have.
I've been refraining from watching the news. I didn't even watch the video of Trump speaking, but I did read some excerpts or whatnot, and I've seen a few of his tweets. I just kind of wanted to unwind. Like I said, I worked. The only day that I had to myself to really just be with a loved one, I utilized that.
Yeah.
So yeah, all that other stuff I haven't been on, but I have seen just a little bit of Trump still in. He
Still
literally
holding
said,
on.
"Oh boy, got to show the receipts before he can get the keys up."
Yeah, he's not playing, man.
That is
He's not.
crazy.
Everybody think he's joking. I don't think he's joking. I think he dead ass is not gonna
Why would they
leave.
think he's joking though?
He's shown us at every single turning point that he means what he says.
Hmm
Yeah. Hey, his desk was tiny. I don't know if you saw that. He
He
had it.
like, did you see it?
Yeah, that was a desk built for me. That's my size desk. That desk will
Not
make me
even you.
look.
That was crazy.
That desk can make me look like a giant. Donald Trump, on the other hand, looked like a child crying
Yeah,
about something. Why doesn't Dixon have anything to say?
it's Friday,
It's Friday. I ain't
and we
got no
talked about whatever.
job.
we talk
I ain't
about.
got shit to do. Trump
um,
is wild. I believe him.
I believe him. I believe that he's really going to do whatever he can. Do you guys see how he's so? And I don't want to say this I don't want to disrespect anybody who is bipolar or suffers from being bipolar or whatever. I don't want to disrespect you by saying this, but it does seem like this man is fighting a lot of personalities. He goes from
Finish that thought. Finish that thought. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do
one
better.
day to saying, or they're saying that he wrote to Biden and telling him that he's going to concede, and then turns around and says, "Hey, y'all boys, listen, I am not leaving until he gives up these receipts." Talking about 80, what is it, 80 million or whatever, 80 billion, whatever the number was.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I need to see them receipts because ain't no way Biden got them. Ain't no way.
He said to this day,
Yeah.
I don't see how Joe Biden got more votes than Barack Obama in the black community. That's what he want to say. He want to say, there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell Joe Biden got more votes from the coloreds than Barack Obama. That's what he wanted to say. Uh-oh, something going down. It's going down. Meet me at the club. It's going down. Are you still on mute? Going
No,
down.
I'm not.
Okay. Go ahead. I did a pretty decent impersonation too, and you muted just in time. Anyway, the moment has passed.
Did you see how Macy's? This is the funny story. Did you see how Macy's called Zeta Phi Beta, which is an organization, a Panhellenic organization, a black organization,
Mm-hmm.
International organization, part of the Divine Nine sorority,
Incorporated.
Incorporated. They referred to them for the Macy's parade because they had them in there for diversity, sweetie. And they put them in there, and they were saying that this is a diverse group of dancers, steppers, excuse me. And when I say black folks united on that one, it was like, excuse the.
No, they did not.
Right.
No, they didn't.
They literally checked them to the point where they went back and Macy's went back and deleted the tweet, then actually added them, actually put their names, Zeta Phi Beta, because they put Zeta Phi Beta, and they called them a historically black organization, stepping beautifully or something like that they said.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was terrible. It was like, who was running your Instagram account? Who was running your social media accounts? Because before you guys wanted to put them in there claiming to be diverse, so that's why you put them in there for diversity, right? Before you you should have did the work. Now you guys just look like you threw them in there just because you needed some black bodies, and at that, some black women to be in there at the forefront in your parade. and you didn't know a thing about them. A thing about them. Who was in the room at the time? Who?
Nobody black. Nobody black.
So y'all just thought, let's get Zeta Phi Beta. And they were just like, sure, let's go ahead and do it. Thinking that, they didn't, I'm pretty sure they didn't think that you guys wouldn't know after calling them and putting them on or agreeing to have them on something. Before I do anything, if I'm on here, you know me. If I don't know something, I'm going to ask questions so that I can figure something out while I'm getting the information. I refuse to misinform. And if I do misinform, like, I'll make sure I'll try to
back and fix it.
You guys are saying, whatever, which Macy's did come back and do. But this is just like, come on, y'all. Y'all keep throwing the word diversity around. Y'all throwing that word around. And now it's just like, it means nothing because y'all don't even understand. Right? Y'all didn't even take the time out to get to know who these women were. Y'all just thought, Black women are hot right now. Put them in the front. Let's talk about diversity. It makes sense. So,
because that's literally how the conversation. That's exactly, quite literally how the conversation went. They were like, "Oh, great! This is the time of Black Lives Matter, and people are protesting all across the country, and we're going to do our part because we're going to put this multicultural step team."
And they were like, "Wow, this is so great," but they failed. They failed and got ate alive. They were read like a passage in the Bible, right?
Oh, wow.
And it was crazy. And so they definitely changed that up and got it right.
They got it right. And I don't know. Is it worthwhile getting it right the second time when it was something that you shouldn't have missed the first time?
At that point, we was like, Macy's, look, Cider. All that.
I love it. Infinite Content wanted to know, are you a Zeta?
Oh, no, not. I'm not with any organization.
You're in the same organization as I am.
Yes, I am.
Me, Phi, me.
Yes.
That's it. Not that definitely. Not that I wasn't interested in any. It's just that wasn't the route for me.
I had a lot of girlfriends, and while I was in school, it was either stay another semester and pledge or get off the hill. So I decided to go ahead and graduate. Some people do stay behind and just to go for that season and cross. And shout out to all my girls, my Delta girlfriends. Shout out to all my AKA girlfriends. Your wife. Shout out to
Alpha
all the
Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Shout out to all the Sigma Gamma Rhos. All of y'all.
But it ain't us.
Yeah, but it ain't me. Friends.
I just didn't have it. Like, listen, I did, like, low key, like, wanted to be a part, was extraordinarily interested in being a part of an organization. And I started pursuing it. This is a Panhellenic. I can never say that word. How do you say it?
Panhellenic.
Panhellenic.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that right?
That's it. Because I said it very strong. I hope I'm not wrong.
Close enough. So anyway, I was interested in one, but I don't know, it was college. And I was just a different kind of dude in college. And I didn't see myself spending, and doing and going through and all the headache and stuff with people who at the time I didn't want to be a part of. It wasn't my scene. What they stand for overall was my scene, but not that immediate group. But I didn't know no better, you know what I mean? Because these organizations are large and they're not represented by that individual chapter. Like it's everybody, it's everywhere. You look at all the people and all the organizations. It's a really, the Black Greek organization is a really dope thing. Yeah, it really is. And they all have, their what they stand for. Like you said, you guys, we all have that where we stand for the same thing in that area for bettering Black folks and representing Black excellence and things of that nature. Now we got some people who ain't all, what he said, all kinfolk ain't all skin folk. All skin folk ain't kinfolk.
You have that amongst the group as well. But we all stand for something, and we all have our individual groups and and whatever we stand for, and we shout them out. But we all got friends too that's in it, and we love y'all. Mean it. I was like number 4 when my girlfriend was crossing over. I see you number 6.
Hey, you guys know what I'm
cheering
saying. Them on, boy.
If you went to an HBCU or any school and your friend was black and crossing, you knew that you came out there repping that number.
I mean, I ain't come out repping nobody's number. I just came out there like nodding my head, like in my
Oh,
on the
no,
inside, like I know that dude. That's my dude. I'll be excited on the inside. That's my dude. But quiet on the outside because you got to be, you can't be excited. You can't be a dude at college and be excited, run around like, ooh, whatever.
No, you can be. You can be, but okay.
I mean, of course you can be, but I didn't know it at the time. That's the whole thing. That's the real message.
Now that's the message.
Yeah, be whatever you wanted to. Jackson State is in the house. Shout out to Jackson State.
Shout out.
The Sonic, was that not the Sonic Boom, or is it the Sonic Boom? No, the Sonic Boom is it might be the Sonic Boom. What is Southern? Southern is the boombox. And Alcorn, these are just HBCUs. Somebody answered it in the comment section by now. Watch. Give it a couple seconds. Somebody is going to answer it. Anyway, in the meantime, I'm checking out Twitter to see if there's any news that's happening. Do we care about the news? Because like you said, you took a break. And,
I did, but I mean, if you guys taking a break. You said that there was something in the that David put some news in there.
Say that again.
You said that David put up some news stories.
Yeah, they did. But the question is, do we want to go through them? Do we actually want to deal with the real world? It was okay, I'll do my due diligence. Let's download all these wonderful content pieces that were given to us by our awesome producers, David, Max, and Jake. They're downloading now.
Okay.
And we'll have them to play. Oh, you know what I haven't done in a while, and I need to do?
What?
1127 new patrons. Oh, we ain't got no new patrons. These are all the new patrons we got.
These
are the new patrons we got. No,
I know what Ben said. Yeah, Ben said I was not good for TV. Every time I come on, numbers below.
You be out here killing me, Rebecca. Killing me. Why am I bringing you on my show?
I needed y'all to know.
Destroying my entire goddamn brand.
That's not true. But
no, it's very true. No, I'm joking. Obviously, it's not true. Everybody comes here on Friday nights, especially looking for Rebecca. We have about 700 people watching across all the platforms. I'm just filibustering, waiting for this download to be complete. And Hadi Meter said on Twitch that Rebecca is good. Yes, she absolutely is the bomb.com. CT Dennis 1985 said, breaking news, I'm out of alcohol. Well, my apple cider is on the other side of the house. So it's going to be the same as if I'm out of alcohol, because I want more apple cider. Is
it really apple cider, or you just
apple cider vinegar?
Okay. Sure.
My stomach could get out. My stomach could run out of my stomach like you've lost your damn mind. When is your company leaving? You said you had some guests came down for Thanksgiving.
Oh,
How are they staying? How long are they staying?
Till Sunday.
That's the more. I think that's the proper way of asking is. Okay,
I was like, ooh.
You said, wait a minute. No, listen. I'm not going to ask you. Listen.
I thought you were saying, when am I leaving the company that I work for?
Oh no. Stay there. Now come on over here to Death Row Records and make some videos. You know what I mean? You do that, and then you can leave on your own accord, on your own account. Yeah, don't just jump out in the water. Don't step out on faith, on stupid calling it faith. I'm gonna step out on faith.
I think the Lord
just make videos the rest of my life.
Look, I think the Lord told me to leave, and I listened to that, and now I can't pay a bill, can't eat, can't. But He did tell me to do that. See, here's the thing. I know, and I'm gonna be honest. You guys know that I'm ratchet. I'm proper. I am saved. It's a circle of confusion. But I feel that my place is not there anymore. I'm giving too many people. I'm helping out too many people, and the company doesn't like that. Very vocal, and the company doesn't like that. I took a holiday, and I told them that I'm taking it, and they told me they would reprimand me when I come back. And I have paid time off, and I have also vacation time. And Look, this is a good story. And HR, I called them because y'all know I'll be back there like, oh, if she wanted to play, let me see what HR got to say. So I called HR and they told me that it's up to your boss to let you utilize that time. You can though. It's they can tell you can utilize your time.
Right.
And she told me,
but they still trying to penalize you.
They told me, oh, there's nothing I can do.
The hell?
Yeah, you're gonna get talked. We're gonna have a conversation, and if we have more than one conversation, that'll be grounds for X, Y, and Z. And I don't want to be in X, Y, and Z right now because I still got bills to pay. But y'all know me. My mouth really is like
wade in the water. You gonna set the people free no matter where you go.
And that's the problem. I caused a revolt during the pandemic. I'm the one that got everybody to go home. So.
Yep. That's kind of what we do when we go in places. Like that's the cost of keeping. You remember that? I don't know what show it was on, but it was a sketch called "When Keeping It 100, When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong," and it would be people running around saying stuff, doing stuff, keeping it real, and then they get the ass beat or they get run over by a car, something stupid. Yeah. That's the truth, the truest of the true though, right? The fact that if you out here telling the truth about stuff, speaking truth to power, and you can't keep your mouth shut. If you can't keep your mouth shut, you good as fired. They'll shut down the whole goddamn company because you can't keep your mouth shut.
Period. Like this girl talking to them. Listen, I have been pulled to the side so many times. There has been an email sent out saying there's a particular person walking around saying that that we don't have a contingency plan. And don't listen to in the email states, don't listen to the chatter. Stay focused on harassing. They didn't put this part in, but it was basically stay focused on harassing people, and then get back to work. And if you die when you leave here, we'll replace you.
Well, we ain't worried about them.
No,
we ain't worried about them.
No.
But you gotta have to get out in these fields and dig up these jewels we got now. We got jewels out here in the streets. All you got to come down here is just bring your shovel and dig up some of these jewels.
You right. Look, that's all I got. You right.
Okay. Because I'm looking to take more days off. I'm looking to have a whole crew of folks out there killing it in the commentary game, and I just sit back like the Kingpin, just sit back and watch y'all out there killing. Just mercenaries out there killing everything moving with a bad argument.
Yeah. It's good. Okay. It's gonna happen. But what I really want, and I hate to put you out again, and thank you, Salvador. Wow. Mm-hmm. Ola Gwen. I hope I'm saying that. Ola Gwen. Salvador. Mm-hmm. Ola Gwen. Thank you so much for that super chat. And somebody else earlier, but we're gonna get to you with the super chats later, because you guys are being very generous this evening, and I really appreciate that. But I really would love for us to do something, and I know you don't want to. I know you're doing. I know you're giving your time to the two strangers you met earlier this year.
I've known Marcus and Mundell for longer than a year. What?
Longer than you know me?
I've known you longer.
Okay, so what I'm saying is I know that you're giving your time to the two strangers that you met earlier this year, or you got acquainted with more earlier this year. And the pandemic does bring you some great people, in which I see that really you guys have a brotherhood, and I love to see it. So your time may be stretched a little bit. You guys do like 2 shows in the morning. Y'all go running together, and then y'all get on and on the air and be together and stuff like that. But I do think that I would love for us to do our little thing. And I can't say little because our thing was huge, like our like it or not situation. I can't imagine doing anything with anybody else in that space.
Hey, they coming for you. Crom Mox on YouTube said, "Don't be dissing the Squirrel Squad," talking about the morning show.
Yeah.
And Ray Lynn said, but she said what she said. She said what she said.
Period.
Wait, what? Lisa said.
Like Mondale, the Kings, the 3 Kings, all of y'all.
Kings of comedy.
So
yeah.
I love them mean it. And I am absolutely, especially Marcus, I love how he sticks up for me. I watched him the other day say, "Stop sexualizing Rebecca."
Yeah.
And I said, okay, get out of no, and I absolutely love everybody who gives me the compliments and things like that. It doesn't bother me unless they're like, rude,
Rude.
whatever.
Right. There's a couple people in here we will pull up in
Yeah.
the pandemic in the chat room tonight. We will
Because
pull up
y'all
virtually.
stopping the whole show. You know what? Somebody I want to take care of over there in the Twitter space, and I'm to save out there.
He said, I'm fresh out of jail and I'll gladly, happily go back. Marcus was bad, bro.
Is Marcus really fresh out of jail?
No, it was a joke from a movie. But even if he was a returned citizen,
Okay. No, I was like, okay. No, I was like, dang, Marcus really back. Okay, no, but
Marcus was about to pop off on somebody. What those days?
I literally tuned in, and all three of y'all, you be real calm for a second, but then when you start rubbing your nose and getting all fidgety, that means that you wait for everybody to hush so you could definitely clear the room, right? Like, everybody out the dressing room, please. Like, it's one of those.
That's exactly what I do. Oh my God, that's exactly how I operate. I wait till everybody done. I won't say nothing. I won't say nothing for the first hour. People could be going back and forth for an hour. I will wait the entire hour. And when nobody else got nothing else to say, I say some shit like, is everybody done? And then,
Yes, you do.
Then no telling where it goes from there.
It's
Oh
funny.
my God. That is
But
hilarious.
I watch you guys, and it's good stuff. I love to see it. I'm at work trying to do these calls, and then I'm listening to y'all on the side, and I'm trying to engage with the audience as well, give love or whatever the case may be. If you got Mondale, listen, don't y'all come for his facts. Don't you?
Because he got all the facts. He's a bookworm.
He said when he went in, I think looking for, I can't even remember what it was, but somebody said, "Yo, Mondale, that's not right." Homeboy got quiet. Y'all ain't see him or hear from him. He was down here for a good 5 minutes. Came back. So to the young man or the fella in the chat, don't mess with me because I know what I'm talking about when I say what I'm talking about. And then he goes in and gives you the tea, and that's it. What he said is what he said, and that's it. It'd be like, it's still kind of wrong, but we gotta go with it. We gotta roll with it.
See, that's the thing. Like, cause here's my deal. Like, listen. For instance, you've done it with me, and I've done it with you. Now, granted, I may have done it with you more than you've done it with me, but we've done it with each other.
What, cut me off?
Well, yeah, no, I've definitely done that more than you. Okay. But it's okay. It was way to head off my insult. I was getting ready to come for you. Good job.
I'll be right. I'm like, here he go. Always trying. Yeah.
But okay, let me regather myself. Let me gather that one back in. Got to take away the joke, minus the joke. But anyway. You got me. You managed. You might be one of the first people in the 6 years of me doing this that made me forget what the hell I was saying.
Are you kidding me? I make you forget whatever you're saying when you get on the show with me.
No.
If you
probably.
You a whole lot.
This is probably demonstrative.
You'll say you forgot what you're saying, but then we start talking again.
Because you just be saying stuff. You just be saying stuff like, and then you say it so confidently. That's what it was. It came back to me. It always comes back. Because here's the thing, like. When you're cool with folks, you don't let everybody know the mistakes that they made, right? Because sometimes I say stuff and you be like, "Now Ben, you know damn well that's not how the hell you pronounce that." But you say it to yourself. You don't go in there and say, "Now Ben, that was a really good presentation, but next time I need you to pronounce it toilet."
But. No, you get me together all the time, and sometimes you'll try to sneak it in, like in a joke or a passing comment that has to do with the news story or however, and I'll be like, "Did you just try to read me?" Because then I'll come back. But no, but I love to see you guys. I did that as a joke, but in all seriousness, that's what y'all do for real. Let's see the haircut.
No.
Please.
I gave him a mohawk. I go to bed. I'm gonna fix it up a little bit better. Get out of here. Hey, I was thinking the other day.
Did you crack his noggin and push it away?
No, I just did the one of those wizards. I don't know. I've never seen any of those movies. But anyway, you shall not pass on his ass. Oh, man, what were we talking about? Because it was about to be funny. Get in the bed, both of yous. Now, go. Oh, I'm not on mute, am I? Anyway, let's see what everybody else. K-Love wants to see it. No, he's going to bed. Yes, I'm definitely hiding my work, Iceman X. It was, I was not necessarily in the right state of mind to cut hair. Somebody laughed. Listen, this is the pandemic. All pandemic haircuts are beautiful. Okay, let me tell you, every pandemic haircut is beautiful. Rebecca, say something smart.
Okay, listen, y'all. So, what else do we got going on in the world? I was going to have conversation. Put something in the chat. It's Friday.
Oh no, I have all the content. I have all of the content ready. Yes. Okay. All right. Here we go. We're ready to do a show now. Welcome to another episode. 52 minutes in, we're ready to drop some video. Let's see what this first one is. Boom.
I had many people that were calling, and they were saying to me over and over and over, we want to be like South Dakota. We want to be South Dakota. Well, I don't want to be South Dakota. I don't want to be South Dakota. And this is probably the most accurate thing that I think you could see about South Dakota, if you could see that now.
We take you now to South Dakota, a state that has reported more COVID hospitalizations and deaths over the last week per capita than anywhere else in the country.
Here in Sioux Falls, mask wearing is now mandatory. South Dakota's Governor Kristi Noem is against mask mandates, despite the fact that per capita, South Dakota leads the world in COVID deaths every day. Just about an hour north of here, the city of Brookings reports the lowest infection rate in South Dakota. Now, masks have been mandatory here since early September.
There are a lot of folks in South Dakota, thousands of people in South Dakota that
Okay. All right. There was a couple things in there. I want to cut it there because at first I thought it was like, anyway, I'm just going to stop it there. Here's the next video. Let's take a look.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
My producers were high today. That's a great clip, though. I love that. I know it's supposed to. I'm supposed to put this first. I'm supposed to put this tweet first. It is totally not my producer's fault. It's 100% my fault. This is the tweet for Donald Trump saying Biden can only enter the White House as president if he can prove that his ridiculous 80 million votes were not fraudulently or illegally obtained. When you have to see what happened in Detroit, when you see what happened in Detroit, Atlanta, Philadelphia, and Milwaukee, massive voter fraud, he's got a big unsolvable problem. And then my producers wanted me to play this.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
It's not how it works. Okay, so Rebecca, what do you think about the president? You think he's actually going to try? You guys got to excuse my kids. Do you think he's actually going to try to take this election away from Joe Biden? Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute.
Look, I was on mute and I still was going ridiculous. Yeah, he's definitely going to try to take the damn. He's still going to try to steal the seat or hold on to the seat. He does not want to give the presidency up. It's like I'm talking about this with you. Damn, Joe Biden has won every damn week since he's won. I'm tired. This is like the umpteenth time we've talked about this, and he is still, just because Trump said you didn't win.
Right.
We still have to recount because this man just said he didn't win, so let's do more recounts. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's give it attention. The man won. Give up the seat. The more that we give attention to your lies and your bitterness and your pettiness, it just becomes the same. We're doing the same limbo that we did in the beginning when we just covered all the BS.
I see. Okay, so this
is
it's the same thing on this side of it.
He knows that. So,
I think he'll actually try and take it. All right, here's another tweet from Trump. He said, for purposes of national security, Section 230 must be immediately terminated. He's talking about the right of he's upset in this because social media companies, particularly Twitter, is labeling all of his lies as not even lies. They're not calling them lies. They're saying this information may be inaccurate or the result may be disputed or blah 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 blah, whatever Twitter decides to do. So he's mad about that, and now he's trying to get them to be culpable in lawsuits. He's just using it as a threat, and this got trending today. Hashtag diaper Don needs a change. I just put it on the screen. But ultimately, Rebecca, I think what you said is the most important. All of this is his closing finale. This is him going out the door trying to get as many likes and views as possible.
Yeah. And we're giving it too much attention. So
is that your mic drop saying we're giving too much attention? Move on. Next story.
Because I mean, we're gonna talk about it again because he's gonna tweet something similarly, different wording. He could tweet 3 words. He ain't win, and it's still the same shit that he wrote today. And we just need to move forward. We need to focus on moving forward. And I know back then we would say, how can we when the president is saying all these things? We can.
Now he's not the president anymore.
We really can, though. We can.
All right. Let's do something I love to do at this part of every single episode. I like to take a minute to thank the people who make the show possible. And those people would be our patrons as well as our Twitch subscribers. So I want to take a minute to thank you all for making this show possible as I filibuster with a lot of good sounding sentences and words. But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to buy myself some time so that I can find my patron party music. Let's do that patron party.
You found the music.
Go to www.patreon.com/The BPD Show and get twice the content and unfiltered interviews without any of the commercial interruptions.
And here we go. At this point in every single episode, I'd like to take a minute to thank the people who make the show possible, our patrons. Very special welcome to Tammy F. Thank you for becoming a patron. Cheryl R. Thank you for becoming a patron. Dylan W. Thank you for becoming a patron. Lawrence T. Thank you for becoming a patron. Oh, wait a minute. Very special thank you to new Twitch subs. Odd Muffin, thank you. RVRR at 760. T. LaRue, P2 Styles, Cascade Progressive, Maul Phelan, and Gina J. the Introvert. Thank you all for becoming Twitch subscribers. You too can become a part of this prestigious and prodigious patron and Twitch family by going to patreon.com/The BPD Show, where you get twice the content, uncut, unfiltered interviews, none of the commercial interruptions, and you give me the ability to speak power into the powerless, whether the powerful like it or not. Rebecca is a whole fool.
Welcome back to the Benjamin Dixon Show.
Yeah.
Visit us online at thebenjamindixonshow.com.
All right, y'all.
Let's talk about something real quick.
Well, I still got music playing in my ear, but it's going off though. It's going off. Here we go. There we go. All right. Now, Rebecca, you want to say something?
I know we have more news things to talk about, but it's going to be just a quick segment real quick, and it's going to be about black male comedians right now in the entertainment space. So there are 3, right, that I want to highlight this evening, just for us to talk about. And I want to really know what the audience thinks. Let's talk about first Faison Love. He's a comedian. Yeah. I know that you guys probably know from a lot of things. Yeah, he go way back, right? Yeah. And who was he in the movie Friday?
Pinky, not Pinky. No, Pinky was the villain version. What was his name in Friday? Something about his hair. Jerry
Curl. I don't remember.
Yeah, if y'all know Friday, it come to me. They'll say it in the chat room, but we know who you're talking about. Big Worm. There it is. All right.
So here we're gonna do. Let's start off with that. So he was in a movie called Couples Retreat. I think this movie came out.
Couples Retreat. Standing there, butt bare ass naked in the movie. So I'm like, bruh.
You remember that movie, right?
I was like, bruh, really?
What happened was they put that movie. I think they put that movie back out again on Netflix. And in the promo for the movie, or the cover for the movie on the original, he's in the background.
Yes, that's right.
In the back. So in the new, when they re-released it, I guess, or put it on Netflix or wherever the streaming system that they put it on, only white couples.
Right, I remember that.
They're gone. And they were a key couple in the movie, though. Like we laughed. That's probably the only reason why we may have laughed in the movie, watching the movie. But they removed them from the cover, and he was saying he experienced racism. Yeah. And he's always experienced racism, but now he's going to speak out about it, and that's not fair. Y'all literally are out here doing me dirty, and he's speaking about it, so he's fighting against that, and everybody's having their conversation about that.
Oh, so they're doing it with the Netflix version too, because they did it with the original version.
They had him in the back in the corner. Now they took him out of it. There is no black couple on the cover at all.
Wow.
Literally, there's none. So that's a problem. It was a problem in the beginning. It's a problem now. But I feel like now his voice, and we gonna, back him up, even though we're gonna be like, why you even did the movie? But don't try my boy.
Exactly.
Right. So let's go into let me go into Dave Chappelle, and then I'll go into Kevin Hart.
Dave
so let's talk
Chappelle,
about
the greatest.
Dave Chappelle, whom I love. I just think that he just gets it right, even when he goes left and you guys think he's wrong. If he don't think he's wrong and he's proud of his shit, and he comes out and backs that shit up, it's good shit, right? And he's one of the few that can do that. But his show was put on to Netflix,
right? And
they ain't want to pay him. So
who didn't want to pay him?
Netflix.
All that money they got from me.
And they want to, and then all that money they got from you, and on top of that, trying to charge us extra starting after December, $17.99. That's a conversation for another day. That's crazy. But they are during the pandemic. My God,
the goddamn pandemic. They're some evil bastards.
And we still about to watch. But so he called them up. All it took was him to call. There was no fight. There was nothing. He called them up and said, "Take my shit down until you can pay me." And what did Netflix do? Netflix took it down.
Nice.
That's Dave Chappelle's power. But he says, literally, don't watch the show at all until they pay me. Even though they took it down,
that's dope.
Don't watch the show at all until they pay me. Right? So here's another black comedian who
flexing.
Excuse me?
Flexing his muscle.
Oh yeah, you're right. Flexing his muscles out there, making sure that he does what he does in this space, right? He makes sure that his voice is heard and ain't nobody gonna try him. Faison Love is coming out now and using, the power that he has or the voice that he's had. And now he hears himself and he's able to say, I ain't like that then, but I'm gonna speak today. This is an opportunity for me to say something. Now let's go to Kevin Hart. Let's come with me. Follow me. Let's go to Kevin Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the Zero Fucks Given special?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
So follow me here. I'll take you there. So he does this special, and it's centered around his family, him having COVID-19.
Wow.
Yeah, and there were particular parts in it, and him not caring anymore about being canceled. But he cared so much about being canceled that the whole thing was about, y'all, I don't care that y'all cancel me if I say this. I might get canceled if I say this, but I don't care. So here's a particular part. I want to start here because I can't remember every joke and I should have wrote it down, but I was watching how when you be slapping your leg?
Yeah.
That's funny as shit. But he was so conscious about saying shit that was out of pocket instead of letting it flow like he usually do and just being who he is. And we knowing that Dave Chappelle says shit that's out of pocket all day. And white people, black people, Spanish people still support him because they know his heart. They, if you know the person that you support, you know the person that you support. As long as he ain't hurting nobody. He's a comedian. We don't want nobody who was fluff. No. Y'all do that a lot, and y'all, he doesn't care about being canceled. He's been canceled so many times, and he's still here. But you got Kevin Hart, who started his show. He did it at his house, first of all, during a pandemic. During the pandemic, the fact that I'm watching, thinking that he was in a small comedy club, but it was at his house. The fact that this man could literally just go into a space in his house, create it, and make it a small comedy club for randoms to come and kiki in his home.
First of all, ain't no randoms coming nowhere. Ain't nobody I know coming. I didn't let family come to my house during Thanksgiving. You think I'm gonna let some random people come in and watch me perform? Yeah.
So this dude starts off the show and he says, one of the jokes that he starts off and says, which I think was very disrespectful, COVID-19 is the closest thing to AIDS.
Jesus Christ.
And he was like, yeah, man, you got the vid. When I say my heart was like, did he really just say that? Not in this day and age, not in 2020. where he's going to get scrapped. He's going to get ate alive. As much as he doesn't like to be canceled, he said that he went against the grain in an ungenuine way. Like, you didn't even sit down and really be like, let me go back into Kevin's bag and just go back and.
He wasn't even creative with it.
No, he was just like, let me say something to really hurt the people that hurt me. And then he called his daughter a hoe, right? And those are like the normal jokes, whatever, right? He called his daughter a hoe for like talking to boys or something like that. Wow. And then it was a joke. And then he mentioned his ex-wife still to this day. Then he talked about his wife, whom he cheated on publicly, the whole public scandal of that. Yeah. He made a joke and said she's so, she can be so, how do we call that? What's the word we were talking about the other day? And the word is literally on my tongue. I don't know why I can't get it. But she can
describe it.
Guys call women that all the time when insecure.
Insecure, okay.
She can be so insecure. And when I leave the house, and I'm only, and I thought it was funny, but not funny because of the background, the history of how you literally, just that whole situation. Yeah, it's saying this right. And he talked about that, and he said, literally, I go and hang out with my guys. I say I'm going out. She's asking, where you going? And it's like, well, dang, my girl could be so insecure. Never mentioning that she's insecure because I cheated on her.
That's gaslighting, man. That's
all of that. Like, and this is just little things I'm saying as part of that. So a lot of people were saying, hey, Kevin, as his fans. I didn't think that was really funny. And he came out and said, stop. Who gives a fuck? Like I said, 0 fucks given. Go watch my shit on Netflix. So those 3 comedians standing up.
What do you get? What do you get from all 3 of those?
Last thing that he said. Last thing that Kevin Hart says. Kevin Hart says, I had COVID-19 and I wanted to announce the world that I had COVID-19. But he said someone else, and I don't remember who the person that he said that had COVID-19. It wasn't Jerry Seinfeld, it was another person. And he said, he's white. If I would have said I had COVID-19 and then he would have put out he had COVID-19, more people would have still, been, interested in him having it. So I let myself shut up and let him, like, he was just really like saying stuff like that, right? Then he talked about going to Seinfeld's house and eating pizza with Seinfeld and how big that was, that white people were eating.
Was it Seinfeld or?
It was Seinfeld.
Okay.
And he was saying how, we were eating pizza and all this other stuff. And it was just a whole bunch of that, whatever. To me, it was like he talked about a moment where so I think somebody was doing Seinfeld's grass or something that he wanted in his home. And he called the person. He's like, they didn't want to come to my house and do it for me. He said, listen to what he said. He said, do you know that Black Lives, like, he made a joke. I called them, and the only way they would get able to come to my house when I called them and told them, it's racism. Black Lives Matter right now or something like that. Okay. And I was like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Wow. He's using all these things, these pandemic, the race. He never once said, you guys, how my nigga Chappelle out here doing it.
Chappelle be walking that line. Chappelle go all the way to the edge. Like, he goes there and then he messes with you about the fact that I'm out here.
You don't even know why you laughed at that joke. And then he'd be like, yeah, but, and then he'll go and be like, yeah, but y'all laughed at what I just said. But here's the severity of the situation.
He goes in and out seamlessly. Chappelle is the truth, man. I mean, obviously Kevin Hart is a more commercial success, but Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle is a truth in terms of like just how he could break the politics down. Somebody was trolling and wondering like, why are you guys talking about comedians?
So I'm gonna talk about why. So all 3, these are Black men right now in the comedic space who are using their platforms, right, to do whatever, speak for themselves, use their voices, which I believe is very important, right? Yeah. These 3 men, but these, like, you got Faison Love, who's actually finally coming out and being like, I ain't sitting quiet in the background no more letting y'all abuse me like this.
That's love.
I'm
Took them a
finally
while, but that's love.
Yeah, but you have that person. We got those people in life all day, right now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to continuously do that. You got Dave Chappelle, who does have the means. His voice is very powerful. Had to go to Africa and people laugh at him for years and years and years and say he ain't never coming back good, nothing. Still stand on that same foundation that he has. But he's coming out, and all he had to do was make a phone call. And he called them simply and told them to take it off. And he asked his fans and supporters simply, do not watch the show until they're pushing up the coins. Because they're not going to do me like that.
Right, right.
And then you got Kevin Hart, who's really just doing comedy out of a hurt place. And he's hurting the people who look just like him.
Yes.
And doesn't even know that he's uplifting the others in his comedy. All the people who were other were laughing, saying his shit was funny. But imagine the people who have COVID-19 and who are dying on ventilators. My God. And you're saying this is the closest thing to AIDS. Imagine people who have AIDS and they're watching you. Do you think that shit is funny? Because you want to go somewhere that hurts so bad because they canceled you 3 times?
How did you get mad about being canceled when you clearly are not canceled because you still got everything you ever had, dumbass?
Literally. So it's those things. You called your daughter a hoe, and it may have been a kiki, but it wasn't a kiki. Not in today's time. You're talking about going to a white man's home and wanting what a white man had. And in order to get what the white man had, you called that person who did that thing for the white man and told them, hey, don't you know that Black Lives Matter? To get what you wanted.
Is that your impersonation of Kevin Hart? Do it for me.
Yeah. No, I'm not doing it. I'm done.
Hey.
So we have these 3 Black men in this space during this time. And look at, you got the starter right here that's ready.
The different representation.
That's ready to get in and say, I'm tired. There are other people just like me who haven't been able to say nothing in these spaces because they consider us the smaller comedians. But now I'm tired. They're not going to treat me like this anymore. And then you got Dave Chappelle, who was a huge guy, who all he has to do is speak and the world shakes.
Yep.
But he's put in work for that. Then you got Kevin Hart, who's using pettiness and doesn't even know that he's doing a disservice.
You're gonna always have that kind of breakdown of those people who are willing to do, who can't see themselves. People who cannot see themselves, and the fact that they're the problem. And Kevin Hart can't see that. And so he doubles down. He triple down. And then when you get wounded, because I don't care how big you are, when everybody's coming after you and you've been canceled, you get wounded. And you have a choice. You either, I don't know, you got a couple of choices, but one of those choices is you fight back. And you, when you're wounded, you lash out. You lash out at people because you've been hurt. And that's what Kevin Hart is doing. But why, bro? Bro, you got all the money. Why you can't handle the fact that some people don't like what you said and you actually might have to apologize? Like, do people realize how easy it is to actually take a minute to pause, reflect on what you did wrong, who you hurt, apologize for it, and try to never do it again, as opposed to all of the lies that are required for you to never apologize?
Yeah.
Just can't compare. So many things in there.
So one more thing I want to add that just came to me. So you have Dave Chappelle, who's a male, a Black man, who I'm always about. Get your coins. I don't care. They are not going to be using your stuff and paying them other people that they use their content, paying them millions, billions, and then taking your stuff and not paying you anything for it. Ridiculous. I don't know how they feel like they have the audacity, but they did feel that way. Let's talk about Monique. And Monique literally asking for her coins on this same network and everything dragged her, right?
Right.
And it's the same thing. She asked for everybody to just boycott. And everybody made excuses and things like that. She said, this is why she's always blacklisted. This is why this and that. But Dave Chappelle literally said, boycott, because run me my money before you use my content. She literally said, before you use me for any special, run me my money. I know what I'm worth. and they told her, you're not worth that. The audacity of these networks, right?
Right.
For Black women, it was so easy to just shut that out, even though it's the same thing. Pay me what I'm worth, baby. Period. And I believe in that for both of them. I don't care.
Thanks.
But we see how he had to do that because they felt they had the audacity. But you see how
that is some audacity. Can you think of the nerve it takes to take somebody's content and then not pay them and have all the money? Like, not, I can see if you're a side of the leg, jet leg producer, you know what I mean? Like me, right? Then, you got to pay Rob Peter to pay Paul sometimes. That's why Marcus and Mundell ain't ever seen none of the super chat. I'm going to split it with you, Rebecca. But when you got a whole ass corporation with attorneys and everything, like, you think you're going to actually be able to get away with that? They honestly thought they would be able to get away with that. Yeah,
they did. I remember when they had this special on Netflix, and I'm trying to remember what the special was about, but it was about the history of America. And I remember they had one, and I believe it was episode 11 or 9 or something like that on this special that they had out, where they said that Haitians come from, Congo or whatever, which we've already, a lot of people will talk about and say, maybe we come from Congo and maybe we come from Benin, all these other places of Africa.
Africa, yeah.
And they said that Haitians were eating monkeys, got AIDS.
Jesus Christ.
And
who said this?
It was the special. I have it on my social media, and if I can find it, I'll let y'all know. But when I said our little Haitian community, and mind you, it didn't go really national because they quietly thought, oh, these Haitians, whatever. We got on social media, we got on our little platform and used what we could, and every day, every minute that we could, added Netflix and told them, how dare you put these lies on our country? You have no real evidence about this. Nothing. Then I got a whole article about how they said how the CDC did come out and say that, oh, Haitians had AIDS, came back and retracted that whole statement and said that is not true. It's a lie. We just put that out there because they needed somebody Black to blame the disease on, so they utilized Haitians. And I put that article, added Netflix, let them know all of that, right? It came from the CDC, right? And finally, they took it off. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get Netflix, because they have the audacity. They have the audacity because you're Black. They have the audacity because you're minority. They have the audacity because you're a woman. They have the audacity because you're gay. They have the audacity for marginalized groups. But these dumbass movies for the other people, literally paying them all kinds of stupid
insane amounts of money. Insane amounts of money.
Making sure that their content is the way they like it. Double checking the facts.
Concierge everything.
Right? So, but what they do is add this fluff saying, Netflix has, this whole row where it's all colored movies, all people of color and all Black people and all these voices and all these movies and da-da-da-da. Still, who's in the room when you guys are putting this content out? So when I asked them, okay, because I still got on them, y'all took it off quietly, but never gave us a apology. This was out there for so many people to see. They already don't like us. They already go off and said that we're a shithole country. They go off of that. All my life that I've been here in this country.
All my life I had to fight.
Because literally they have said that, Haitians eat cat, Haitians are this, Haitians are that, we're dirty, we're poor, we're all of this. I've had to always hear that my whole entire life. Now you're talking to a whole group of people that don't know nothing about Haiti. Sending that information out there. And I said, if anybody comes to me and tells me I saw a Netflix documentary and it told me that X, Y, and Z, I will slap shit out of them.
About to take a whole ass charge.
Not even gonna try to educate them. Like
hands on sight.
Hands on sight. No, I'm kidding. Kind of.
Not really.
But this is the power of Netflix. I said, how dare you? This is it though. So this is why I do believe that people who have the power to stand up to them. And I think every single one of you who pay your money or use your ex-boyfriend's Netflix account to watch it, you have your voice matters.
Is that cheating? If you're using your ex-boyfriend's, is that cheating on your current boyfriend to be using your ex-boyfriend's Netflix
delete
account?
that. Don't use.
What if your ex-boyfriend? What if your new boyfriend knows
and don't care? That
and
means
don't
we
care?
scamming together, babe.
That's the true story. That's how it really goes. And all right, Rebecca.
Yeah, so that
It's been
that
kinda
was
chill.
my little segment for them.
Yeah, no, well, so we got a lot of good things though. Like I'm on chill mode. I'm just doing what I do, and what part of what I do is I don't know, it's just a habit. Sometimes it's been a bad habit, but most of the time it's been a good habit for me to always reach over and reach back and reach side by side and pull along my friends. So that said, we are finally at the point where we're going to go ahead and get Rebecca a microphone and a camera and get her over there doing her stream. The goal is to have you doing this every day, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Listen, the energy tonight is a little low. The energy tonight is low, and it's not because of Rebecca, it's because of me. Because, man, look, I've been sleeping so much. I woke up about 5 minutes before this stream started. I just been enjoying it. I've been just getting all my energy.
And
thank you. I want to sleep even more. So I want to put more and more voices on that are able to do all that I do and do it with some pizzazz, right? The way you do it. All right, Rebecca, tell everybody how to get up with you.
Okay, so you guys can get up with me on Instagram, because I've been getting my Instagram out lately. You guys can get with me on Instagram at The Songstress, TheSongstress. That's The Songstress. I'll put it in the chat for you guys right now.
Okay.
And also on the Twitter.
Well, hold that thought. I'm going to cut you off because we probably got another 20 minutes if you got it.
Oh, yeah.
I thought we were at the end. Somebody just reminded me to pay attention to my Twitch chat, and I have not read any Twitch comments tonight. Very good point. Very good point. All right, here we go. Comments from Twitch subscribers. Fascist Killer said, did you see Trump got us out of a deal where we can't surveil Russia from the air and can't share that intelligence with our European allies? On top of that, Trump destroyed the spy planes to make it harder on Biden to renew that deal. Holy crap, I had not seen that. But to go as far as destroying the spy planes so that they can't get back into the deal, like, holy shit, man. Donald Trump, I don't have a lot to say about that because I'm not a supporter of the way. I don't know. I think the Russia story is just wild across the board. But that last little bit where he destroyed the spy planes to make it harder for Biden to renew the deal, I haven't read up on the story, but I will, and we'll get back to you on it. Gina J, the introvert, said, always enjoy your streams and clickbaity political thirst trap. Thank you, Gina. Actually, Rebecca, you're in that document, aren't you? Can you click on that document?
Yes, let me get in there.
The one that says you there, Ben.
And while I'm getting into the document, I'm going to pull a little Marcus right now. I need you guys to pass the plate around.
No, you're not about to ask these people for actual money.
Yes, I am. Pass the plate around because your girl took a day off on the next check, so I need y'all to really help us to stay out tonight. I clocked out and clocked into here. I rolled over. I haven't been off yet. And I took a day off for the holiday.
We ain't got no shame on this network. This should be called the No Shame Network.
please super chat. I love you guys so much. Mean it. Now let me document.
Okay, now you got to read these questions like you earned these super chats. Here we go. No, I don't even see you in there, Rebecca. I'm in the one that says
I'm going.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you said let you read. Thought that meant you were already in there. Oh man, that's hilarious. All right, y'all, drop them super chats. Don't make me have to go in there and drop them myself. Y'all not gonna have my homegirl out here looking crazy.
It's okay. Look, it's
asking and not receiving. Where my phone at? Let me send $5.
I did that for you guys because one time y'all had asked to send and it was dry for like 10-15 minutes. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead. Just got paid. It's Friday night. No, it was like a Wednesday, and I had went and was giving my last little gas money. Oh, let me pull up this folder, child.
While you do that, let me take a look and see if there's any other super chats out here.
There was somebody did give a generous donation of $100.
Oh, there they go. There they go. There they go.
Super chats and comments.
Here we go. Hold tight real quick. And
Hold
let me just
that.
make a hilarious. Hang on. Let me see. I don't even know how to do, as y'all can see, I don't even know how to do a super chat on my own
I'm
goddamn
here
page.
now.
Hang on. Hang on. Don't read it yet. I want to read the super chats. Oh man, somebody took my value. Oh well, I ain't going higher than that. There we go. That's all we do. Well, I gotta go through all this. Y'all gotta go through all this to do super chat.
You should have seen me.
You
But
had
once
just
you do it
clicking
one
on
time,
stuff.
you can keep going.
So I gotta add PayPal. I just thought my YouTube was automatically connected somehow. It should be, right?
Thank you guys. Y'all coming in with the little dollars. Okay. Thank you guys so much.
All right, go ahead, Rebecca. Read some of those super chats.
Okay, I'm going to start off with Melody Davis. Hold on. Oh, okay. I'm going to start off with Melody Davis. She says, $20. Thank you so much. Do I have to give the amount? I don't know.
No, you don't have to say the amount.
Okay, she says, as an A-Spring non-binary artist, they, them, I finished the LGBTQIA and coloring book I was working on during the election day, and Donald fired Zoom parties. Kickstarter now live and pre-launch. Wish me luck if that's okay. Girl, I'm giving you all the luck, all the luck. And congratulations on that, the LGBTQIA coloring book. Congrats on that. She says she's on Kickstarter now live. That's Melody Davis. Where's that link, girl? So let's go down here. Then we have What Are You Drinking on Ben? What he's read already. The Charles Peterson. He said, don't lie, because that's when Ben was saying he's on that, what he was saying, the apple cider. Then we have Sarah, which I love the way you spell your name, without the H, S-A-R-A. Sorry to change the subject, but I'm concerned about potential voter registration changes in Georgia that you need a card. Do you have any information? I don't have any information on that, but I can assure you that is probably not the truth. Let me wait till Ben comes back. Ben, pulling up, till he comes back and we can discuss that. But I don't believe that is true at all, because if that's the case, there are other people who don't have cars for voter registration. So, Ben, can you hear me right now?
Yes, I can. Yes,
okay,
I can.
So Sarah's asking, which, like I said, I believe, don't be scared if anybody's trying to give you guys false information like this. She said, sorry to change the subject, but I'm concerned about potential voter registration changes in Georgia that you need a car.
Yes. That you need a what now?
That's true.
That you need to do what? A car? No, you don't need a car. You don't need a car.
Exactly. So that's not true, boo. Now, let's see here. Keep rolling. Roll with me. Okay, Sharon Middleton, thank you so much. She said, to the dopest socialist I know.
Oh.
Okay. Salvador Olguin, I hope I'm saying his name right. He said, yes. Native American Heritage Day, also gobble gobble. Thank you so much. Nick. Mm-hmm. And I see, oh, this girl is hot. Like I seen her before in the comment section.
Yeah, she be on it.
She's a hottie. She just put S. And let's see here. And I hope that didn't offend you that I called you a hottie. Camille Mooney. She put $10 in there for me. 2 times. Hey, boo. Thank you so much. Black Butterfly. Thanks for being you. Are you talking to me or Ben? Either way, thank you. Love you. Mean it. Elaine Amani. Lualalika. Elaine Amani Lualalika. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Thank you so much. Adrian Benningfield. What's the song playing during the commercials? What was that? You know?
That's my secret recipe. I can't tell you that. Okay.
So, Tasia, hey girl, sometimes the filter malfunctions. They always magnify when a woman does. You know how they say well-behaved women never make history? I can't hear you, Ben.
I didn't say anything. But I sent the whole ass super chat without the actual message, and now I'm mad because I can't send it again. The message is supposed to be for Rebecca's broke ass.
I'll take it.
Oh, man. I couldn't even do it right. God damn.
Okay, so Ellie Void, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And let's see, Robert Hughes, and Ellie Void gave twice. Thank you. Robert Hughes, Will Smith is Will Smith is a big example of someone powerful making amends with Janet Hubert. Oh, we could have talked about that as well. With him talking to the old, the only one that I acknowledge. I'm just kidding. The mother on the show,
The Fresh Prince. I gotta watch that. I gotta watch that. Is that out already?
I didn't watch it yet. So I think it's really good. But they did heal in that moment, and so that's really good. It just shows you that if you walk through life with a grudge, and then when y'all get together and y'all realize that wasn't even the case, you know what I mean? All of that for nothing. And that's that. Like, I need Kevin Hart to just take that chip and just get that off his shoulder. Betsy Shack, thank you. Aaron Lee, I got you, Rebecca. And I got you. Thank you. Kevin Reavers, thank you so much, Kevin. Rodney Fong, for Rebecca and luck with her new setup. Thank you. Wow, it's going to be real cute in here. Cheryl K, thank you so much. Robin Matthew Eccles says, thanks for sharing your voices with those who will listen. And I am so grateful that you listen, because it's not a lot of people who don't share the same, I guess, like, we don't have the same backgrounds, don't look the same. And because we don't look the same and we don't have the same backgrounds, people won't listen. But thank you so much for listening. Montcoshire. I hope I got that right. For the building fund. Amen.
Amen.
Ursula Baptiste. Okay, Ursula Baptiste. From a fellow French Caribbean. Hey, bro. I could tell from the name, and you are beautiful. I hate life more. Okay. Thank you so much. He says, I'm loving the total shamelessness. Okay, listen. Sometimes it be like that.
You just gotta speak those things that you need as though you're gonna get them.
Period.
Oh man, this chair, this corner of the chair, whoo, that just hit the spot. Go ahead, kid, read it.
Okay, so Evan loves whiskey, and so does Ben. Thank you so much. Danya Graves, I've been seeing you often. Thank you so much for the compliment. Thank you so much for the love. Kay Love, thank you, sweetheart. Ashley Wright for the collection plate, because it's passing around. Come on, somebody. Angela Mitchell, thank you. Love and appreciate you guys. Your content has really changed my political perspective, and I'm happy that you're no longer in that box and you are now in a safe space. You got out. Amen. D.E. Archie, let's go. Thank you so much. Beverly Gladly, I hope I'm saying that right. She put heart. Rebecca, I'm sending you all kissy faces back.
That's so
Mishy. I
always say Miss High.
Miss High Rise.
Yeah.
I hope I'm saying that right.
Oh, you got it. All these years, I never knew it was Miss High Rise. Oh my goodness.
Miss High Rise 83 for Rebecca with the love. I'm sending you back love. Thank you so much. Christina, what? Let me get it.
Wisniewski. I would say it with like a D.
Wisniewski. Christina Wisniewski. Thank you so much for the love and the hugs. I'm giving it right back to you. Wendy Wellman, I just tuned in and caught the end of your Monique and Kevin rant and canceled my Netflix membership. Hold on now. You ain't got to watch Kevin Hart.
Mm-hmm.
But for the Monique part of it, I do get it. And I'm canceling when mine is up because they going to charge me at $17.99. I can't afford that. I can't. Okay? So not doing that. Hulu right now for Black Friday. I ain't trying to even, but I'm putting y'all on to something. $1.99 for a year.
$1.99.
So yeah, devoted clickbaity fan. And shout out to Clickbait. I love you guys too. And down to Ben. Bald-headed ass. Okay, let me see. Somebody said, somebody wrote in here and put a comment and said that the person probably misunderstood needing a driver's license or an ID to register to vote.
That's a good point. Good point, talking about the individual who's worried about having to be able to drive to the polls. Right. Okay, so it's probably just
But
misinterpretation.
then,
But
you could have put a penny in there, so it could have been $100.
why you got to make the last 99 cents rain? You got to make it rain pennies. The last
No.
99 cents.
I appreciate you, and I love you so much. Thank you so much. Nick, again, she said, the S was an accident. Thank you, Rebecca. I think you're a hottie. Oh, girl, okay. Hotties. Look, hotties unite.
Hotties of the world unite, right?
So Infinite Content says, been increasing my Patreon in December. Rebecca, remind Ben that he didn't go to FAMU. Thank you for increasing your Patreon, first of all. And I always remind Ben that he didn't go to FAMU. So, okay, Infinite Content. But
I'm
that
a
little
better man because of it.
with his little friends. You know, it was that little school on that little desert.
I'm a better man because I didn't go to
It's
FAMU.
different kind of heat over there, but we're not going to go there. But I am right with you, Infinite Content. Thank you. Montclair again gave me a little coin. Thank you so much.
Gave you a little coin. What'd you say? You got to pay the house fees. You got to tip the DJ. You got to tip the house mother, and then you get your cut.
But he's saying all that. But let's not forget that Ben did say, when I do the shows with him right now, that all the coins will go to me. So whatever percentage that YouTube take, they take, but all that money goes to me. And it is recorded, so we can run that back. We can run it back. So anywho, Montclair says, the rumor is Georgia is saying your car must be registered in Georgia if you are a registered voter or your voter registration. That's a lie, though. They can't just automatically do that in this small amount of time. But then Georgia surprises me often. Okay, so I would love for you to go through the, this to you, Ben. Go through the messages in the You There, Ben document.
Okay.
And also, let's see, keep it going. Thank you so much, Randy's Contacts, for the TGIF love. I love you guys so much, and I'm so grateful. Let me keep scrolling to see if something else came through as I'm talking right now, because the plate is still here. If y'all want to give your last minutes, that's all right. But yes, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all you guys. I love you guys so much. I know I say that a lot and often, but you guys don't know what you've done for me.
What she means is she loves your super chats. That's what she actually means.
And the people who don't even give for whatever reason, but you're still talking to me and communicating with me, that's a super chat in my heart. And I mean that big time, because I've been sitting in this house a lot of times and I haven't been able to communicate and pour.
The fact was, she was lying. She really needed those super chats. And the people in the audience.
I needed the super chats, but I get it, though.
You don't interrupt me. I'm the narrator. The people in the audience knew that she was lying and that she needed those super chats. So they reluctantly reached into their pocketbooks and pulled out their phones and they pushed their fingerprint, sending all their.
Wait, where's your sound? Where's the sound? It's me? I don't hear you.
Oh. They didn't like my impersonation. Keep reading. You got, there's a surprise coming in there. Keep going.
Okay. So someone, let me see. Okay. Let me wait till it pop up because mine got low. Well, I don't see it.
Somebody said Ben is big mad.
Well, I don't see the comment, but I did see somebody write. Let me go back to.
You don't see the rest of the super chats?
No.
Hang on. Refresh your page.
Okay.
Somewhere here. Oh, you scroll down to number. I don't see it. You're right.
But I am gonna read the super chat that I did see.
All right, go ahead and read what you see.
So the sweetheart Silence says, she says, for the golden stocking, which is, I don't know if you guys can see it over here. She says, for the golden stocking. Who the fuck has a golden stocking? I love it. Thank you, girl. Look, I really wanted to, do a different kind of, I wanted like some copper and gold and some nude colors. And I don't know if you guys can see my Christmas tree behind me.
Oh, mine's going up tomorrow. Me and Jada put them up.
I had this up for about a week now. And I did some, I bought my little Christmas tree from the Family Dollar. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I put her up with some dollar tree joints. and some Dee Dee stuff. No, but it's okay. It came out amazing. And I sat there because I've been so emotional in my home. I cried. I said, look at my first Christmas tree in my first apartment.
Ooh, stop talking for a second. This is important. It was a great story. Thank you.
Okay.
No, Pam, who's been rocking with us from day one, has a great comment. She said, I can't send super chats from Facebook. Rebecca, what is your Cash App? You can DM me on the Twitter.
I'll put it right in here, honey.
You put it right in here? All right, while she does that, I want to pull up some super chats that may have gotten lost in the mix. Hang on, let me, because if I know my guys, nope, there they are right there. I knew they weren't getting lost in the mix. Rebecca, I'll let you read the next two.
I will after I verify my Cash App name.
She said, she is not going to miss an opportunity. Shout out to Randy's context for the TGIF super chat. And then I'm going to leave the next two to Rebecca to read. And then we will call it a night. Tell it like it is. Oh, there they come. There they come.
Thank you, Esther Brochlin, for saying I enjoy you all. And thanks for making me laugh. I'm happy that you were able to laugh with us today. Let me go into the super chat.
See, y'all got more. Like, it took me 2 years. I didn't ask for money for the first 2 years. Never asked for a dime off of the internet for 2 years. Y'all on here for 2 days. I already tell them. Send your offering and tithes.
I put the wrong Cash App.
Oh, take it down.
I can't.
No, I took it down. What? Oh, you didn't put an I in there. Because what is Volche?
It's Becca's voice, guys.
I figured that much because it's tied to your isn't that your name on where's your other? That should be your Twitter handle.
That used to be my Twitter handle. Yeah. Until they make and be Rebecca Zora because I am her and she is me. So, all right. So you guys, let's see. I just want to see the comments a little bit.
Go back to the super chat. Read the last 3 super chats.
Okay.
4, 5. Actually 5.
So
4.
Give me one moment as I refresh the page. Oh, I see. Look, David's little head up there. Okay. Marcus. Thank you so much. He says the hashtag trap queen herself.
Wait a minute. Wait. I gotta pause. Everybody pause. That was not the correct Cash App. Stop what you are doing. Do not send Becca's Voce. Stop what you're doing, everybody. I'm going to make sure we pause. We're going to count to 5. Don't take your finger off of your phone. Do not confirm that Cash App send. Stop it. All right. Now, it's Becca's voice. Go. I put it on the screen now. There's a correct one. She forgot the I. Okay. That said, resume, Rebecca.
Thank you. So, Marcus, thank you so much for watching. I hope you ain't see I did my impression of you.
Yes, you did do a Marcus impersonation.
And I was kind of jealous that Ben gets to hang out with you guys all the time. So I was hating. But thank you so much, because I got to be nice now. Thank you so much for the super chat. You and Ben are showing me love tonight, and I appreciate that. He said the hashtag trap queen herself. Yes, I am. And Silence says, I already read hers about my golden stocking, and we had our discussion about my little Christmas tree that I love so much. It says it's 6 feet, but it's really like 5'8". With my little bow at the top makes it about 6 feet. Sarah did put a link in about the info on Georgia, so she put a link in about that. Thank you so much.
Jesus Christ.
Ed Loves Whiskey says, "Tell it like it is."
Tell it like it is.
And Esther Brochin, I read hers already. She says, "I enjoy watching you all, and thanks for making me laugh. I'm glad we can make you kiki a little bit, So
that's it. Rebecca, now I'm glad we paused because the people have shown their appreciation for you, and they've actually shown quite a bit of appreciation. Like, wow. And we haven't seen a day like this since election night. God damn. I tell you, truth is,
Pamela Jackson is she's a rider. She's been riding for a minute. like a long time. So Pamela Getz, thank you so much. I just got your Cash App. So again, guys, if you need my Cash App, it's Becca's Voice, BECCASVOIC. That's Becca's Voice on Cash App.
All right, y'all send this young woman some coins and help her. Because the truth of the matter is the further away we get from this system, the more we could do for the people.
Yeah,
it's true. The more we get away from the system, and I'm free. I've been set free. I am coming back to ask you, you gonna live free or you gonna die, Rebecca?
And I'm trying to be set free like Ben. I'm trying to be like literally like at the crib with it and doing.
Oh, so I forgot. Now let's close on this note. Man, why be tripping? I gave my wife my thing. I should have it with me right now. Just let's close on this note. So tell me,
wait,
I need
another
super chat.
Well, yeah, because they're not able to get. So Rosalba. Oh, I like that name. Rosalba Valdovinos. Rosalba Valdovinos. She sent me some money. She says, I wish I could give more. Thank you for sharing your voice. And thank you for having such a beautiful name. I love your name. Oh, Nicholas Eden. What's up? He says, "Stop passe, not boule." What's up? Thank you.
Hey. So, I have an idea, and I want you to tell me what you think of the idea.
Okay.
So you were in the chat the other day when I was talking to Clickbaity, and I was trying to tell them about this idea of looking at Ratchet TV, but actually analyzing it.
Yeah.
Do you do that? Do you ever follow like who's actually telling the truth in the story and who's not?
Okay, so you're talking to me, and when I watch Ratchet TV, period, I'm gonna analyze it. Like I analyze everything,
Right.
So, but me, a Black woman, watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, which I need to watch. Real Housewives of Potomac. I need to watch that. But Real Housewives of Atlanta, when I'm watching that, I do see a lot of, when I'm watching Ratchet TV, I kind of just watch it for fun, but I do see a lot of spaces because I worked on those shows when I was living in New York. And I see a lot of, it's real arguments too. It's real arguments. But what happens is the producers, and they're egging them on, they're putting them in spaces at times. Sometimes they don't even know that they're meeting in these spaces. And they're forcing them to have a conversation about something that happened a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a year ago, that still is hot between them.
Okay.
And then it forces this whole argument, and they start that. So it's like, it's crazy. And then they walk in like, hey, we don't do violence on the show, but I watch them egg on the whole situation, right? So sometimes when I look at it, I look at it through those eyes. But then I always try to see the real argument in the situation, because sometimes it's all like it gets scripted. But I do be looking like, come on now, like you're wrong.
Well, that's the question, right? So my thing is like, so I watched it this week. I've been watching it like anytime it comes on, my wife, I jump on it and I watch it because she likes when I watch it with her, because I be high when I watch it with her. I'm like, I smoke when we get high, and it's hilarious. It's the best thing in the world to me. But I got like super duper high one night, and I was watching it with her, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is not frivolous stuff. This is actually really questions of truth and justice and morality and perceptions.
My guy.
Well, I'm saying, can you look at it? Because I'm trying to find a way to get a nice, clean, intellectual way of dealing with some of that Ratchet TV stuff, and I just think it's something there.
So I think sometimes watching it. Okay, so I'll say a show that's really. So you got the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then you got Married to Medicine. Have you ever watched that?
Yeah, my wife watches all of them.
Okay, so I will tell you about Married to Medicine. Watching that, you get a whole different vibe. Now you got a conversation. Now you got something thought-provoking. Now it's like, I got my Ratchet, but I also got some like real, like these women are out here, like the situations are real. Like you got the actual husband cheating and having to talk about it. And there's like a whole breakup happening because there's a whole community of women who are being mean girls because all they know is medicine, and they don't like to look at anybody else who does anything else. And it could be a really great job, but it's like you can never fit into what we have because you don't know how we lived our life. It's like those conversations, and it's like, that's not fair. But then you start looking at it's not fair and things like that. Then you have two best friends who have been best friends forever, loved each other, been through the trenches. but who have been torn apart. Now you start thinking about.
Oh, you telling this story passionately.
Because I love that. I know that
you
friend.
feel that stuff.
I did. Because I know that. I'm like, dang, that happened to me in my life as far as, but it looks more truthful. And these are, the way that they deal with it is not always like, let me throw hands. Even though they be saying, I will whoop yo. They be wanting to do it, but having to catch themselves. They're not
so let me ask you, because you said I get too deep, my guy. I get you. I do. That's my job. My job is to go 30,000.
Housewives of Atlanta, it ain't that deep.
I think it is equally as deep, because like, well, the one that my wife got me watching is Real Housewives of Potomac.
Now that one I've heard has some classy, more I've heard that there's a conversation there. The women have said there's something here.
Because they really be out there, like, because here's the thing. Here's one thing I'm big on right now. One thing that I'm really, really big on right now is that there's just so many lies and pain that you don't even have to deal with if you just tell the truth. But people don't want to tell the truth when it's embarrassing to them. And they would rather go through years and when in front of the camera.
When they're on camera, when they're being recorded. When reality show first hit, we had this is the first reality show that I remember, y'all. Whitney and Bobby.
Oh yeah.
That is the first reality show that I remember.
Yeah.
Actually watching, and this is outside of the real world and stuff like that. I'm talking, like families and following your life, not stored in a home or whatever. So
right, not putting a house on display.
Yeah. So it was Bobby and Whitney, and I don't think they were like. I know that they were saying, hey, of course, producers are going to tell you, hey, maybe you should do this today, da-da-da. But those folks they were them. When they were in the store shopping for them glasses, and she said, what you think about these glasses? But let me get my glasses so I can show y'all. But when she got them glasses, and she looked at Bobby, all that was real. And we were looking at them like, oh, they really on drugs. Now let's have that conversation. When we saw the baby girl hiding under the table while they were doing that, we were like, there's something happening here. This is the conversation.
Yeah.
So yeah. But that's what I'm saying. You can tell, like, when what's that other Ratchet show that comes on to VH1? What is that one called? Love and Hip Hop. When that show first came out, it was more realistic. Like, they didn't have all the fluff and things like that on there. Now it's so scripted. I had a person that I know go on the Miami one, and at first she went on with all the scriptedness. She was okay until they started unfolding with her drama. Oh, honey, she ripped them a new one because.
So you're encouraged. You love this stuff.
Listen to me.
I am. We have been.
Okay, I like Ratchet TV. That's my getaway. That's my.
So we're going to create a show right here on the air.
Okay.
Can you dig into and analyze these stories and always speak from the perspective of like a deeper meaning? Can you give meaning to Ratchet TV? Any Ratchet TV. I don't care whatever it is. Can you give meaning?
I can give meaning. Now let's get something straight. You have to make sure you don't fall into the lines of Wendy Williams. And I was saying that the other day, right? Okay. While you guys are talking, you got to make sure you don't fall into the lines of Wendy Williams, because it can get there. You're talking about Ratchet TV or social media things and things like that. And yes, I can have my opinion on it. We could have our conversations about that. But then all of a sudden you start being real disrespectful, and you start, like, the way that you're analyzing it now ain't no sense in it. Ain't no truth to it. In nothing.
Well, I mean, that's you though. That's going to be 1,000% up to you. Like, you determine whether or not you're going to make a crazy argument. I want to make
sure I don't Wendy Williams it. If it's alleged, I want to say allegedly. She has stopped even using allegedly and literally.
But see, you gotta go for it much further. So we're negotiating here, right? We're negotiating between three things. Here's the three things we're negotiating between: the money we can make just dibbling just a little bit in Ratchet TV, just a little bit, right?
I like Ratchet anyway.
Yeah, right. The brand of Benjamin Dixon, because it's got to be, you can't go out there on Benjamin Dixon's channel and come with anything other than really philosophical and meaningful critiques, right? I don't do the clickbait for Donald Trump just for the sake of the clickbait. You're going to get some truth in there. So we got three things: the money that we can make dibbling in Ratchet TV, my brand, and just the requirement that we have in general to do something good for the people. So through that lens, could you tackle a Ratchet Real Housewives show and actually make it something meaningful for the people?
For sure. I literally just broke down, I could do Real Housewives easy, right? Like with some of the characters, but I just broke down Married to Medicine to You. That has like deep value, and that's a Ratchet show. Of betrayal,
and
a lot of stuff. Like
intrigue and
family. It has heartbreak. It has work stress, work burnout. It has being a Black woman in the middle of Atlanta. Like it has all of this. It has all the stuff. We have people who have gone through cancer, right? And who are told like they think that she's just fit just to be fit, but they don't know that that's what keeps her healthy. They don't understand her lifestyle sometimes. You got a woman who can't have children, right? And they look at her like she's so bougie. She got all the money. She comes from money. All she talks about is money. But that's how she covers up the pain of not being able to have kids. So
this is an interesting question right here from Lisa. Lisa said, if you're justifying the results of generational trauma that gives media power to exploit the stories of Black, brown, and poor folks, you might need to rethink that. I'm sure there's an excuse for that. Here, I'm going to be honest with you. Nobody has hated reality TV more than me, honestly. But I swear to God, I was watching and I'm like, these producers are trying to be artists. These producers are trying to convey, the people who put the show together, right? The people who look at all the 18 hours of tape and come down to a 30-minute episode. Mm-hmm. And I was watching, I'm like, these folks are actually trying to tell a bigger, broader, deeper story. And there's some truth to everything that happens on those shows. So it's all the above, man. Everything is always the above.
But no, and I'm not saying that, that's what, because we can. Sometimes I watch it and I'll be like, okay, I watch the show Sisters, which is a show from Tyler Perry. It's horrible. Soap opera. It's trash, but I watch it and it's terribly trash, but I keep watching it. I mean, when I say garbage,
it's
garbage.
Horrible.
Garbage.
All I've seen are the social media clips, and I'm like,
it's ridiculous trash. But I still watch it, y'all, because I need to see the trash next week. He makes it soap opera terrible that you got to keep coming back. But there's this part in there, like you're saying, like so there's some parts that we got to be careful with, where they're sitting in the kitchen. She's in a situation with the guy that is messed up. And it's time and time again, we all have been in that situation with a person that we've loved in a relationship that we may have gotten back to more than 104 times. But yeah, but he's like, it's just very toxic. And instead of really honing in on that being toxic, she sits there and talks about her losing her job or something. And then what Tyler Perry did was create that moment to talk about Black women being looked at as mean Black women in the world. And I said, first, they sat there in the kitchen and didn't talk about the toxic relationship at all. She just talked about, I just want to work. And I'm tired of being looked at as a mean Black woman, mad woman in the world. And they really sat there and gathered that to be a conversation. I said, oh no, see, you're wrong for that. So if I'm not saying that, these are the shows that we have. Right. And if it's really, sometimes they do get really bad and we say we don't like looking at our women in this light. But sometimes we do got to get in on this and talk about the point that they do point out, because all of us are going through it some way, shape, or form.
Yes, so that's the thing.
If we're going to talk about it, let's find out the good in it, or let's find out something that we can talk about it instead of just saying, oh, can't stand to watch it. Don't watch it. But there is a conversation in it. And
I think we can get a meaningful crossover over into something that you are deeply passionate about, because you've shown us this evening that you're deeply passionate about these shows. I think we can get some meaningful. Because
I'm doing my hands and my hair is like Sinead.
Yeah, you're doing it. You're doing it like listen, honey. Let me tell you. And I think we can get some meaningful crossover if you are able to translate Ratchet TV for meaningful existence. Can you put some meaning into that shit and make it, make it like real quick and entertaining and, just do your thing and get some views.
Can you see me? Because I was gone.
No,
I was gone. Can you see me?
We can see you. Yeah.
Oh. I didn't hear a thing you said, though.
You didn't hear nothing I said?
No.
What did I say? I said I think that there's some meaningful crossover between something that you're extremely passionate about, because you've already shown us that you are very passionate about it, right? Yeah. So long as you could talk about it from a philosophical kind of meaningful, make everything that's in there meaningful for life. Can you do that?
Yes, I can. I mean, I do it every day.
What say ye, audience? We're getting ready to get out of here. We still have 533 people chilling with us tonight as we just kick it a lazy Friday evening. I want to know, would you watch a video series of Rebecca breaking down the philosophical, political, and just universal meaning behind the dilemmas that are presented in Ratchet TV? I think that's a show that I want to produce. I think it'll be successful. So far, everybody has told me no. And so I don't know, if one more person tell me no, I'll just leave it alone. But I haven't been wrong so far.
I still want to talk about positive things about Black women, and I think.
Oh, we're starting to lose Rebecca. We lost you for a second there. You said you want to do positive things for Black women.
I still want to speak about positive stories about Black women and men, and just some real good, I want some good Black stories, not the how they do the Christmas stories and it's corny, but
Lifetime
happening, yeah, and I be watching it though, but no, some really good stuff that's happening in our community for us, and like I was saying, by us, that needs to happen. And I know, like I said, that may not get a lot of hits, but that still will warm my heart to do. I can do all the other stuff hands down because I'm that talented. But I really, really, really would also like to hone in on the positive stuff. Really.
So your trade-off would be, so if you did that, your trade-off would be listen, I know I'm in here, we're breaking bread because of these videos I'm doing, giving the philosophical underpinnings of Ratchet TV. I just think it's going to be a dope show. But you'd have to cleanse your palate and your soul by doing a constant stream of positive stories.
Not all the time, but there will be a positive.
Enough to cleanse your soul.
A positive story, period, in that day's news story. All day. It'll be and this is where the old school news girl comes in. When you're doing block A, B, C, and D, we usually end it with something positive or start it with something positive. And at this point, I have the freedom to put it wherever I would like. But we have to make sure that we still feed our souls some good stuff.
Well, I think the biggest thing that what I've come to learn in all that I do is that if you want somebody to shine, you got to figure out what it is that they genuinely and sincerely want to do. Most of the time when we hire people to do a specific job. But I mean, cool, sure, Rebecca, you can come in here and plug in a couple of widgets and get out a couple of, widgets and put out a couple of videos. But I think what really is going to make you shine is if you're doing, just like everything else, everybody else, are you doing what you love to do? So you got to figure that out and tell us what you want to do.
I literally tell you all the time. You guys hear me every day. And Ben, you ask me like you don't know. I tell you guys every day I get on here. I tell you, Ben, outside of this. But
perhaps I'm setting the question up for you to explore it in the company of the public audience.
I have though.
Maybe.
We can go through all the videos and I have laid it out the same way. And the comment section can literally.
Maybe I'm just setting you up for when I buy the damn camera next week and people will already have an idea of what to. I don't know. Maybe it's just another way to talk about it. Perhaps.
Everybody in the comment section, yeah, it's great. Thank you, Ben. But everybody in the comment section knows what I'm about to be on.
Cause you act like you've been here more than a month. You ain't even been here a month yet. This is your fourth episode.
I know, and that's why I'm getting paid right at the end of the month.
Actually, the 21st came. 21st is like the first of the month in YouTube land. Nobody will tell you that, but when the 21st of the month come around, it's like.
Oh, it wasn't the end of this month?
It was 21st. Oh my bad. I guess today. No. Don't let me see. Sometimes I don't have all the information.
I think I've been here since October.
Cause you haven't been here since no damn October.
I was here.
You might have. You might have been like that last episode of October.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. When did my wife send me that screenshot?
5 minutes ago, because that's when I.
No. It's from the other day. Wednesday. So that was yesterday. Okay, I'm not too far behind. I was somebody said subtle Ben. Ben isn't listening. Ben always listens. What Ben doesn't always do is acknowledge things until maybe a month later. So you probably said that on the very first show.
I've said it on every show. You walked away and said, Rebecca, talk to the people. So guys.
Okay, so I was away. I was away when you said that. I mean, that matters. If I wasn't here to hear you say it, then of course I don't know that you said it.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is, Rebecca's about to do a show, and we're going to break her free from corporate America so that she can speak truth to power. So figure out how you want to format that show. And the audience is excited about it. The people in the chat room, they've been waiting for it. They're tired of us talking about it. So when you going to be about it, Rebecca Azor?
I'm definitely going to be about it as soon as possible. I can't lie. I'd be tired coming in from the other job, literally getting off at night and coming in on here. But I love to do it, so that's why I want to do it.
Well, you know, Rebecca, it's not 2003 no more. You're not driving home from work. You're literally logging out of one screen and opening up another screen.
No, I have to go because I'm in pajamas. Like, hair be like, wrapped up, like, or got the bonnet on, something. Look, doodle in my eye. Like, it's terrible. Okay?
Voodoo in your eye?
No, like crust, crust.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know.
So, looking crazy. So, I have to go get ready and then pull up on y'all like a little something.
Look, just picking out this one yellow sweater was long enough for me to think about not doing the show tonight. I was like, you know what, damn it, I'm not doing this goddamn show tonight. So I can imagine actually having hair to do probably takes a little while. So much love and respect. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight, Rebecca, and carrying the entirety of the show, because I don't think I said anything useful or meaningful the entire time.
So you guys can follow me once again at Rebecca Azor. That's my first name, last name. I'm going to put that in the chat right now. That's going to be Rebecca Azor on Twitter. I'm starting to tweet again. Okay. But get them followers up. So it's going to be Rebecca Azor on Twitter. And then it's going to be on Instagram. You guys can follow me. Oh, it says my name. So it's Rebecca Azor. And then on Instagram, I am the songstress on Instagram. So you guys could just see my real life and see kind of who I am outside of the political or whatever. You guys can see me on Instagram having a good time and being myself in this pandemic.
Rebecca said, here are all my handles. Follow me everywhere. Send me a Cash App. Drop me a super chat. Because as for me and my house, we're trying to not work for these corporate overlords ever again. Oh, so let me add the Cash App once again. I love you guys. And here's the Instagram. Man. Here's a Twitter. And do you have a Facebook, Rebecca? Yeah, I have a Facebook, but I don't really utilize it. I need to get back on it. The one for the people. That's going to be Rebecca Azor. I'm gonna put that on there, and it's going to be me in the pink dress that I have on right now. Y'all hear how hard she typing? She typing like her life depends on it. She's like, let me get this shit in here. I've only got a couple more seconds. Let me put this shit in the screen. Then. So, okay. I'm about to be the Master P of independent media. That's what I'm going to do. You really are. What do you, what was her name? What was their, the sister rapper they had on there? Of course, you had Silk the Shocker, you had C Murder, you had Juvenile. So fine to me. Who's Silk the Shocker? Oh my God! He looked hungry. He looked like he needed to eat a good steak dinner or something. Back in the day, he used to be just so fine to me as a child. But he couldn't rap. You couldn't tell me that. Mia X. I just see. I love asking the audience and they answer.
They
Mia X.
Everything though, like we have everybody from every generation in here, and I love that when you ask a question, they really get in here.
They know it. I love our knowledge is complete with the audience. Mia X. All right, so I'm the Master P of independent media, and Rebecca's the Mia X. And who's Silk the Shocker?
Marcus.
Marcus, you in the audience? Marcus
is Silk the Shocker. But what will Mondale be?
Juvenile.
I can
Juvenile
see.
Devin. Or C Murder.
Juvenile used to be fine to me too.
Even with his ball spot?
Not now.
No, I mean, because he's had the ball spot for the last 50 years.
Oh, I probably
he's been bald since he was 2.
Wear his hat.
All right, Shawty. Hey, don't go anywhere. We can we'll see everybody we'll see everybody Monday. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's been a whole 2 hours and 11 minutes. We'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.
Bye guys, love you.
All right.